All right, welcome back to the Angel Baby Show. We just had two awesome interviews with Dimitri Logothetis, a director, and an actress, Ariel Racine. They gave great tips. And kind of just to go back into that summer movies, summer news we were talking about, I think something that we were kind of chatting about yesterday, and I'm really excited to talk about it, is summer jobs, because that's kind of what people our age tend to do in the summer, in high school, college. And I think just with our passions in the industry, we're going to talk a little bit about the cool things we've done for summer jobs and the not so cool things we've done for summer jobs.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess, Ava, like you could start with, I mean, the coolest summer gig I think you've ever had was last summer.
Right. Obviously, I was, well, maybe not obviously for anyone that doesn't know me, but I was on The Voice last summer. So that was definitely like the best summer, like the best summer experience I could probably ask for.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be really hard to top that literally ever. But that was definitely the best summer gig that I got, at least in entertainment. But what about you, Elise? What's been your best summer?
I would say, like, just for terms of, getting jobs, I loved any modeling gig we had in the summer, any
Right.
photo shoot with Mia Bella Couture. Was pickleball in the spring or the summer? I can't
I,
remember.
I think it was like before spring. I remember posting on my birthday in the spring.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think, but it was summer, like vibes, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Those were always, like, modeling gigs are always so nice because it's a one day affair. You get paid, you get to wear cute clothes and pose for the camera. Like, it's definitely a different kind of hard work, but it's pretty fun overall.
Sure. And it's
And
also so rewarding to get the photos back and liking them. I always hold my breath before I get the photos back. I'm like, oh my goodness, I really, really hope that these are good photos.
or when they, like, post a photo that you've never seen before and you're like, oh, why that one when
Yeah. Oh
clearly any other photo. No, it's definitely a more self-conscious type of job, but it is really fun and definitely glamorous.
yeah.
um, I feel like, yeah, I love, those were great days. I also, last summer, I was in this, I did Actors Access, and I did this commercial for like one day. And I remember I was working as a barista for the Ritz-Carlton, which is definitely up there on hardest jobs. And I remember, like, lying to them because I really wanted to do this commercial. And so I forget what I said, but I was like, I have to go to this. This is going to be awesome. And so I ended up going, and that was one of the best days of my summer.
Oh, I remember that. That was so fun. That was so like kind of spontaneous a little bit. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I think thinking about like my worst, it's hard to say it wasn't a job. It was a summer like camp kind of. But with quarantine, this was in 2021. With quarantine, I was able to do two camps at once. So, it was like the summer before my junior year. And I really wanted to like look good on college, applications, do like everything like that. So I actually took two summer camps and did them simultaneously. So one of them was Grammy camp through USC. So that was music and that was like singer-songwriter. And that was really cool. And I was really excited about that one. But then I wanted to feel really smart as well. So I applied and got into the Northwestern Medill Chair of Journalism.
I remember this. Yeah.
And so that was like a 4-week camp. And then Grammy camp was a 1-week camp. And so
Yeah.
Grammy camp and the Northwestern camp overlapped for a week. So I
Mhm.
was simultaneously doing like journalism, really difficult, like Northwestern intense, like journalism, while also doing like singing. It was a great experience, but it was online and a lot of work. So it's hard to say that that was like my worst job. And it wasn't even a job, but it was a crazy summer. And I was definitely trying to like
Yeah.
impress.
I think it's tough because there's those, programs you do, and those, like, I did an Old Globe theater camp and I did all kinds of stuff, but I've also had, like, I remember last summer I was a barista and I woke up at 4 a.m. every day. That was awful. And because of the people, and they were rude. And then the summer before that, I was a hostess at this restaurant, but they were so nice. And I had this, like, community, and it was such a warm experience. And the same goes for the theater camps I did. Like, I loved the La Jolla Playhouse. That was, like, my absolute favorite. And then the Old Globe I actually really liked the Old Globe too, but it is just the people. I don't even think it's
It is.
what you're doing. I think it's just the environment and the people that you're working with. We could talk about that for
No, I
hours.
so agree. And also just like little jobs, nannying,
Oh gosh.
babysitting. You had the funniest nannying
Oh,
experience. But yeah, no, I feel like you especially, Elise, you're 2 years older than me, but I also just think you've done more than me. You have had so many job experiences in.
well, something that we both have had to do in college is work study. So, we
That's
have to
true.
work at our school to pay for part of our tuition. And I think that just adds a lot of layers to your work ethic and time management. Um, but yeah,
No, I agree. And, balancing college with work study is definitely an experience, but we could talk all day about funny work experiences, bad work experiences. And I'm sure we're only going to get more as we get older and get more into our fields. But sadly, we're kind of coming to an end. I feel like this episode has gone by so quickly.
yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Jeremiah Higgins, for being our amazing executive producer, always texting us, always helping us, getting us these backdrops and green screens and microphones and everything else, scheduling times to meet with us. So we can't thank you enough, Jeremiah Higgins, for everything, for being our executive producer. And thank you, Richard, Dr. D, for being our amazing sound engineer, so we can sound a little bit less, weird and
Muffled.
muffled. And yeah, so thank you so much for putting this all together. And yeah, thank you guys for making us number 1 and number 2 this week. We appreciate you continuing us, making us number 1. So we're super excited for next week too. I think it's going to be another summer episode. We'll probably talk a little bit about 4th of July plans.
Hot
topics, yes. So we're super excited. This is the Angel Baby Show. I'm Ava Lynn.
I'm Elise.
You can find me on Instagram at Evelyn Thuresson, or on TikTok, same handle. Kind of everywhere is just my name.
Same goes for me. Just Elise Thuresson, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, find us. Thanks for listening. We can't wait to talk to you guys next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Sorry, I kind of took over on that last bit, Elise.
Oh my gosh, no, not at all. I
You guys are so good. You're so good.
Oh gosh. Thank you.
Can I want you to think about something both of you have been thinking about this week. We don't need to talk about it now. We should get into these quick promo spots, but for both of you, I really want to help any way I can in the two things that the different respected areas, the music, Ava, and Elise, and film and screenwriting. And I want to introduce you to anyone that can help you. Like, as my focus. I'm not doing this for anybody else. I really want to, I know where you're trying to go, but maybe we should each have conversations at some point when you have time. And I've got a really, really good network. I just need to find out what I need to do for you to help you. And I want to keep you moving forward and all your things.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Seriously, when I thank you on the executive producer thing, I hope it's coming across super genuine. Seriously, this has been so amazing. And oh my gosh, I'm super, super grateful to have this in the summer, just especially because I didn't have anything else. So it was you have brought so much to us, and it's we are super, super appreciative of that.
Yeah.
Well, you as well. And you don't need to thank me ever, anytime.
Oh my gosh, no.
But I really appreciate it.
No, we definitely do. We definitely do.
Right.
But yeah, no, we'll definitely schedule times when each of us can meet with you, talk about, who in your network we can connect with, and also planning that like Tim
Mhm.
meeting.
Yeah.
So I did talk to Tim. I talked to Tim. Let me stop this recording. Hold on one second. Where's the recording?